In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 15, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Michigan State versus Kentucky. The Kentucky Wildcats and Michigan State Spartans face off on Tuesday in the first game of the Champions Classic from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The 2 squads last faced off in the event in 2019, a 62-62 Kentucky victory. The 2 programs have met 9 times, with Michigan State holding a 5-4 advantage in the all-time series. The Wildcats are 8-20 against the spread in their last 28 Tuesday games and 5-18 against the spread in the last 23 after an against the spread win. Michigan State is 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 neutral site games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 after an against the spread win. Kentucky is getting a lot of love coming into the season. They are as talented as any team in the country, so it is all about execution for the Wildcats. From their early results so far this season, one thing stands out. Kentucky is currently 7th in the nation in shooting from behind the arc, making 51% of their threes. That percentage will definitely drop, but distance shooting has been an Achilles heel for them for years. Perhaps they have found the right mix, including former Iowa sharpshooter C.J. Frederick. Michigan State is fresh off a 1-point loss to Gonzaga on an aircraft carrier. The results certainly show that the Spartans can compete with elite teams, but it is also important to not get too carried away with one result. Michigan State is always well coached, but this team is more limited than most. They especially do not have the size that we normally associate with Spartan teams, so they might get pushed around inside. As this is being written, it is unclear whether Oscar Tshiebwe will be on the floor for Kentucky. I think this number is priced assuming he either won't or won't be much of a factor. I also think it is priced giving Michigan State a little too much credit for keeping it close against Gonzaga. What would the line have been if they had won that game? -3.5. Kentucky is the much better team, even if they are a little short-handed for this. Michigan State will scrap, but they will be overmatched in the more traditional basketball environment. So the Kentucky Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. As long as Kentucky is shooting the ball like they have been, they are a very dangerous team because they have the athleticism to kill teams on the glass and in transition. They can also be a very good defensive team too, having not given up more than 63 points over their first 2 games. Given that Michigan State is so well coached, I think they can be effective in at least slowing down the game enough to keep this one low scoring. The Spartans are 0-2 over-under record to start, and even though they do not have the talent of past teams, that rugged style is playing to form. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Buffalo versus Connecticut. This Tuesday, the Buffalo Bulls will travel to Hartford to take on the UConn Huskies. Tip-off will be inside the XL Center. The Bulls are coming into this one after a crushing defeat, and the Huskies are still undefeated this season. The Buffalo Bulls are coming into this one after falling to JMU 97-62. The Bulls struggled on the defensive end of the court, as they will have to make more stops in this game if they want to challenge the Huskies on the road. The UConn Huskies are entering this matchup after taking down Boston University 86-57. The Huskies continued to efficiently score throughout that game, as their offense looked great. They will look to carry that momentum into this one, as they look to take down the Bulls at home. The over is 5-0 in Buffalo's last 5 games on Tuesday. The over is 7-1 in UConn's last 8 games on Tuesday. Buffalo is 5-0 against the spread in their last 6 games, following a straight-up loss of more than 20 points. Buffalo is 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning straight-up record. The Huskies will be without several key players on Tuesday night, but they show that they can win big without them to start the season. UConn's rebounding has been impressive this year, led by Sanogo. He will dominate the paint against a Buffalo team that has been out-rebounded by 13 versus James Madison. The Bulls have also turned the ball over a combined 43 times this year. Buffalo's defense has been awful this season, and they are going to struggle to defend again in this game. Buffalo is giving up 92 points per game, and UConn should score at least 92 points in this game. This is going to be an easy victory for the Huskies. UConn will feast against a Buffalo team that does not handle the rock very well, so the Connecticut Huskies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The under is the play on Tuesday night as UConn will get out to a big lead early and coast with bench players playing the majority of the second half. They will score around 80 points, and Buffalo showed that they struggled to score against solid defensive teams. They scored only 62 points in their defeat to James Madison. The over is 5-0 in the Bulls' last 5 Tuesday games. The over is 7-2 in the Huskies' last 9 games following an against the spread win. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Marquette versus Purdue. We have an early season marquee matchup in college basketball as two power conference teams go head-to-head with Purdue hosting Marquette. Purdue of the Big Ten is 2-0 on the season, while Marquette of the Big East is also 2-0. These two teams last played in 2019 when Marquette won 65-55. Who will win this time and stay unbeaten on the season? Marquette is 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 road games. The over is 5-1 in Marquette's last 6 road games. The over is 4-0 in Marquette's last 4 games on Tuesday. The Boilermakers are 9-1 in their last 10 games on Tuesday. The Marquette Golden Eagles head to Mackey Arena to play the Purdue Boilermakers as a part of the Gavitt games between the Big East and the Big Ten. This should be the first real test for both teams as these two programs have had a cakewalk schedule so far. Marquette is 2-0 with home wins against Radford and Central Michigan to start their young campaign. Radford did give the Golden Eagles a slight scare when they cut the lead to 7 with 2 minutes to go, but were ultimately never a threat to get the upset in Pfizer Forum. Purdue is 2-0 so far this season and historically has one of the best home court advantages in the country, making it hard for teams to come into their building and win a game. In this game, Purdue is the better team and will have the paint crew behind them for the first real game of the season. Last season, Marquette ranked 314th in defensive rebounding percentage and 325th in offensive rebounding percentage according to Ken Palm. Shaka Smart's small ball lineup gives many team matchup problems, but they will get exposed on the glass by 7-4 Zach Edey and company here. Purdue ranked 13th in offensive rebounding percentage last season and should be able to feast on the glass in this one. So the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Marquette has gone over the total in its first 2 games, while Purdue has gone under through its first 2. It's incredibly difficult to fade the defensive presence of the Boilermakers, but the trends in favor of an over here are somewhat staggering. The over is 8-4 in the Golden Eagles' last 12 games, 5-2 in their last 7 played in November, and 8-1 in their last 9 played on a Tuesday. On the other side, the Boilermakers have gone over the total in 9 of the last 11 contests played on a Tuesday at home as well. If anyone can help Purdue break the number early this season, it should be Marquette. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.